This is KSN News 3 at 6.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jeff Herndon. Emily Younger has the night off. Tonight, Wichita Police Chief Gordon Ramsay responding to comments he made in a deposition, bringing questions about integrity and fairness. In the deposition, Wichita Police Chief Gordon Ramsay says he had concerns about some high-ranking officers potentially contaminating criminal investigations. It stems from an ongoing civil lawsuit involving Andrew Finch, a 28-year-old who was shot in December of 2017 during a swatting call. Finch's family claims the city's policies and police practices were the driving force behind his death. KSN's Brett Bugansky shows you what Chief Ramsay said about why he removed some officers from investigations involving police shootings.
In a civil deposition from May 24th of this year, a lawyer questioned Police Chief Gordon Ramsay under oath about how Wichita Police handles officer-involved shootings and how its Professional Standards Bureau, or PSB, interviewed the officers in those cases. The chief acknowledged he had questions about some high-ranking members' integrity and how they framed questions, which could lead officers to claim shootings were self-defense. Ramsay said, "I had concerns about PSB and leading questions, and I've made changes so that is not happening anymore." He went on to say, "I moved the captains, lieutenant, and some detectives in 2016 into 2017. Ramsay testified he did that because of what he called the fairness of the investigation. The lawyer followed up and asked, "By fairness, do you mean whether the investigations were unbiased?" Ramsay said, yeah. The chief acknowledged he felt resistance from some ranking officers when it came to his philosophy, saying use of force wasn't as much as the issue as were changes that I wanted to make. For instance, keeping the internal separate from the criminal. PSB detectives were getting involved in criminal investigations, potentially contaminating criminal investigations.
Is that potentially damaging information for Wichita Police?
I suppose so. I mean, it certainly has the sound of it.
Ross Hollander practices civil litigation in Wichita and says Chief Ramsay's deposition could potentially mean other officer-involved shooting investigations involving these ranking officers could be scrutinized.
If it's like most civil cases, it'll get settled. It'll be resolved short of trial.
Brett Bugansky, KSN News 3.
Now, we did ask to speak with Chief Ramsay about the deposition earlier today, but we were told he was out of town. However, just about 90 minutes ago, we did receive a statement. In it, he says the officers who were moved are, quote, good officers and employees striving to reach the goals of the WPD. They committed no legal or internal violations. He goes on to say, quote, the employees moved to different positions based on their strengths. And said, taking a snippet from a deposition that lasted hours and drawing conclusions does not give full context. You can read the full statement on our website at ksn.com.